In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. The Imperium of Man. A galaxy-spanning empire, known as the Imperium of Man, stands as the last bastion of humanity in an era consumed by endless conflict and darkness. Our story begins in this universe of Warhammer 40k, where ancient gods and demonic entities lurk in the shadows, and humanity clings to survival under the rule of the God Emperor. The Imperium of Man, a colossal realm stretching across the Milky Way, is not just an empire. It is a testament to human resilience, a fortress amid the cosmic horrors that threaten to devour all. But to understand this monolithic entity, one must delve deep into its heart, where tales of valor and betrayal, hope and despair intertwine. Imagine colossal starships traversing the void, their hulls emblazoned with the Imperial Aquila. Picture worlds beyond count, from hive cities that scrape the heavens to desolate, war-torn frontiers. This is the domain of the Emperor, a realm where billions toil and pray. In the Imperium, the Emperor is worshipped as a god, though he lies immobile on the Golden Throne, a life-sustaining sarcophagus on holy terror. His will is enforced by the High Lords of Terror, a council that governs in his stead, their decisions echoing across 1,000,000 worlds. But the Imperium is not just a political entity, it is a military powerhouse. From the elite space marines, genetically modified super soldiers, to the countless ranks of the Imperial Guard, the Imperium's might is unyielding. Each soldier, a cog in the grand machine of war, fights not just for survival, but for the very soul of humanity itself. Yet the Imperium's existence is a paradox, a beacon of mankind's greatness and a shadow of its fall. In this universe, where the light of science has dimmed and the dark age of superstition reigns, humanity clings to survival, besieged by alien races and corrupted by the insidious forces of chaos. Our journey through the Warhammer 40k universe begins here, in the labyrinthine corridors of power and the endless battlefields of the Imperium. In the age when the galaxy was yet unscarred by the wars to come, a figure of unparalleled vision rose from the ashes of old Earth. This was the Emperor, a being of mythic power and wisdom, destined to shape the fate of all humanity. Our journey through the annals of the Imperium takes us back to these nascent days, to the birth of a legend and the dawn of an empire. The Emperor, cloaked in mystery and shrouded in the annals of myth, emerged as humanity's guiding light during the Age of Strife. It was a time of anarchy and despair, where warlords battled over the remnants of a shattered Earth, and humanity was on the brink of oblivion. With a vision for a united humanity, the Emperor embarked on his monumental endeavor, the Great Crusade. It was a campaign like no other, spanning centuries, with the singular aim of uniting the scattered children of terror under one banner, the banner of the Imperium. The Emperor's greatest creations, the Primarchs, 20 demigod sons, were to be his generals and closest allies in this crusade. But fate, ever fickle, scattered them across the galaxy. Each Primarch, landing on a different world, grew to power and legend in their own right. As the Crusade expanded the frontiers of the Imperium, the Emperor found and reunited with his lost sons. Together, they forged an empire unlike any seen before, bringing worlds into compliance, either through diplomacy or by force. But the seeds of tragedy were already sown. The Horus heresy, the greatest betrayal in the annals of the Imperium, was yet to unfold. Horus, the favored son, turned against his father, plunging the Imperium into a civil war that would scar the galaxy forever. As the light of the Crusade dimmed, the Imperium faced a future filled with endless war. But the vision of the Emperor endured, a beacon in the dark, guiding humanity through the turbulent seas of the 41st millennium. Within the boundless expanse of the universe, where the stars themselves are drowned in the unending roar of warfare, lies the administrative heart of the Imperium of Man. At the zenith of this vast empire sits Terra, Earth, now transformed into a world of towering spires and endless cathedrals. Here, the God Emperor resides, enthroned yet motionless, his will enacted by the High Lords of Terror. These powerful individuals, each a master of their own secretive and influential organizations, govern in his name, their decisions shaping the fate of quadrillions. The Adeptus Terra, the administrative backbone of the Imperium, is a labyrinth of departments and offices. The Adeptus Ministorum primarily serves as the state church of the Imperium of Man, devoted to the worship of the Emperor as a divine figure. The Adeptus Mechanicus, guardians of technology and machine worshippers, control the production of war machines and the maintenance of ancient, arcane technology. Beyond the reach of Terra's spires, the galaxy is divided into 5 segmentae majoris, each a vast territory spanning thousands of star systems. The segmentum solar at the heart of the Imperium radiates out to the distant and perilous frontiers. Each segmentum, governed by its own segmentum command, faces unique challenges, from rebellion to alien incursions. Further down this hierarchy are the sectors and subsectors, each a collection of star systems, planets, and their inhabitants. Planetary governors, appointed by the Imperium, rule these worlds, ensuring their compliance and contribution to the Imperium's never-ending wars. Their rule is often absolute, but always under the watchful eye of Terra. Within this intricate structure of power, the shadowy Inquisition operates. Tasked with rooting out heresy, alien influence, and corruption, their mandate is absolute, their authority unquestioned. Inquisitors move through the shadows of the Imperium, their actions unseen, but their presence always felt. The ecclesiarchy, the official state church, wields immense influence, their doctrine reinforcing the divine status of the Emperor. They preach the Imperial Creed, a religion that binds the Imperium together in faith and fear, a beacon in the darkness for the countless faithful. Thus, the Imperium of Man endures, a vast, complex, and often brutal regime. It is a government that spans the stars, a hierarchy that sustains an empire amidst the horrors of the 41st millennium. The soul of the Imperium is its military, a vast and diverse machine of war, unparalleled in its size and ferocity. At the forefront of this might stand the Adeptus Astartes, the Space Marines, warriors of legend, each a towering figure of gene-forged muscle and iron will. Born from the gene seed of the Emperor's own primarchs, these superhuman soldiers are the ultimate weapon against the darkness that encroaches upon humanity's domain. In the echoing halls of their fortress monasteries, the Space Marines are forged. Here, neophytes are transformed through arduous training and genetic modification, a process as grueling as it is sacred. The chapters of the Adeptus Astartes, each with its own storied history and traditions, stand as independent armies, united under the banner of the Emperor. Their deeds are the stuff of legend, their names, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, to name but a few, evoke awe and fear in equal measure. But the Imperium's might extends beyond these godlike warriors. The Imperial Guard, countless in number, are the backbone of its military. Drawn from the myriad worlds of the Imperium, these men and women fight not with the superhuman prowess of the Astartes, but with the unyielding courage of humanity itself. They are the defenders of their homes, the enforcers of the Emperor's will, a tide of flesh and steel that faces horrors unimaginable with grim determination. The might of the Imperial Guard is found in their unity, in the relentless march of their armored columns, the thunderous barrage of their artillery, and the unquenchable spirit of their soldiers. From the stoic Cadian shock troops to the fierce Katakan jungle fighters, each regiment reflects the character of their homeworld, yet all are united in their devotion to the Emperor. The Imperium's military is not just a force of destruction, it is a symbol of the Emperor's will, an embodiment of the Imperium's unyielding resolve to survive and conquer. The warships of the Imperial Navy patrolling the void between stars. The shadowy agents of the Officio Assassinorum, the Titan legions of the Adeptus Mechanicus, each plays a crucial role in the grand tapestry of war that is the constant state of the Imperium. In the pantheon of the Imperium's mighty, few shine as brightly or as darkly as the Emperor and his Primarchs. The Emperor, a being of unparalleled psychic might and wisdom, stands as the undying ruler of humanity. His vision for mankind's future shaped the very foundations of the Imperium. Yet enshrined upon the golden throne, he remains a silent, eternal guardian, his true intentions as inscrutable as the void itself. Among the stars, the Primarchs, his demigod sons, were engineered to be the ultimate leaders, warriors of unmatched prowess. Each one a masterpiece, they were as varied as the worlds they hailed from. First there is Horus, the brightest of the Emperor's sons, whose name would forever be synonymous with betrayal. Once the most trusted and beloved of all Primarchs, his descent into treachery during the Horus Heresy would mark the darkest chapter in the Imperium's history. Then there is Robuta Guilliman of Ultramar, a statesman as much as a warrior, whose strategic acumen and vision for a well-ordered Imperium would leave a lasting legacy. His return in the 41st millennium as the Avenging Sun would herald a new age of hope and war for the beleaguered Imperium. Lion Elionson of the Dark Angels, enigmatic and reserved, represents the duality of honor and hidden shame. His chapter, shrouded in secrecy, bears the burden of a past they dare not reveal, a testament to the complex nature of loyalty in the Imperium. These figures, along with their brothers, shaped the destiny of the Imperium. Their tales are those of gods walking among mortals, their actions echoing through the ages. They embody the best and the worst of the Emperor's vision, their fates intertwined with the very fabric of the galaxy. Yet the story of the Imperium is not theirs alone. Countless others have left their mark on this vast empire. From the legendary Inquisitors, who walk in the shadows to root out heresy and corruption, to the Ecclesiarchy, whose religious fervor stokes the fires of faith across a million worlds, each plays a pivotal role in the ongoing saga of the Imperium. In the vast expanse of the Imperium, faith is the shield that guards humanity against the darkness. At the heart of this faith lies the cult of the Emperor, a religion that has become the cornerstone of Imperial society. It is a belief system born from desperation, a beacon of light in a universe filled with shadows. The Emperor, once a man, now a god in the eyes of his subjects, sits immobile on the golden throne of terror. His undying will, channeled through the Astronomicon, guides the navigators and thus the vast fleets of the Imperium across the warp-tainted void. In every corner of the galaxy, his visage watches over his people, a silent guardian, revered and worshipped. This devotion manifests in the Ecclesiarchy, the powerful religious institution that propagates the Imperial creed. Their cathedrals, monolithic structures of awe and wonder, dominate the skylines of countless worlds. Here the faithful gather in droves, their chants and prayers echoing through the hallowed halls, a symphony of unyielding faith. But the Imperium's faith is a double-edged sword. It breeds not only devotion, but also a deep-rooted fear of the other. Xenophobia is ingrained in the Imperial psyche, an inherent distrust and hatred for anything non-human. Aliens, psychers, mutants, all are viewed with suspicion and hostility, for deviation from the human norm is seen as a taint, a potential gateway for the ruinous powers of chaos. The Inquisition, the most feared and secretive organization within the Imperium, stands as the watchdog of humanity. Their mandate is absolute: to root out heresy, to quell rebellion, to purge the unclean. Inquisitors, agents of fear and respect, wield near unlimited power in their quest to protect the Imperium from internal and external threats. Their methods are often brutal, their judgment unyielding, for in their eyes, the end always justifies the means. In the shadows of this oppressive regime, the common people of the Imperium endure a life of hardship. Their existence is one of toil and sacrifice. Their freedoms curtailed by the rigid doctrines of the state, they live and die for the Emperor. Their individuality swallowed by the unending demands of the war machine. And yet, amidst this darkness there is a flicker of hope. Stories of saints and martyrs, legendary figures who embodied the Emperor's will, inspire the masses. They are beacons of courage and virtue, symbols that even in the bleakest of times, one can rise above fear and despair. As the galaxy burns in the fires of endless war, the Imperium clings to faith as its guiding star. It is a faith born from fear, a fear born from faith. In this vicious cycle, the people of the Imperium find their strength and their curse, a testament to their unyielding spirit in the face of the dark millennium. In the shadow of the God Emperor, the Imperium of Man stands not as an unassailable fortress, but as a realm beset by endless conflict. The internal strife of the Imperium is as perilous as any external foe. Political intrigue and power struggles are rife within the high echelons of the Adeptus Terra. The Imperium, though united under the Emperor's banner, is fraught with factionalism, each sector and world harboring its own agendas and fears. The Inquisition, ever vigilant, hunts for heresy and corruption within the Imperium's ranks. Their unyielding scrutiny is a double-edged sword, protecting the realm from corruption, while sometimes sowing distrust and fear among its citizens. Yet, the threats from within pale in comparison to the horrors that lurk beyond. The galaxy is a vast, hostile expanse, home to alien races that harbor a deep enmity towards mankind. The Orcs, a warlike and brutish species, thrive in the chaos of war, their numbers seemingly endless. The Eldar, ancient and enigmatic, follow their own inscrutable agendas, often crossing paths with humanity in their pursuit of survival and dominance. And the Tyranids, a terrifying hive mind species, consume entire worlds, leaving nothing but barren husks. But perhaps the most insidious of all are the forces of chaos, emanating from the warp. This realm of psychic energy mirrors the turmoil of the galaxy, spawning demons and corrupting souls. Many a brave Imperial soldier has fallen to its seduction, turning against their own in the name of dark gods. The Imperium's response to these threats is a perpetual state of war. The Adeptus Astartes, the Imperial Guard, and countless other military forces stand ready to defend humanity's domain. Their battles are not for conquest, but for survival, a ceaseless struggle against the darkness that seeks to engulf the galaxy. Amidst this eternal war, tales of heroism and sacrifice abound. In the face of overwhelming odds, humanity's will to endure prevails, a testament to the resilience and spirit of the men and women who fight in the Emperor's name. The tale of the Imperium of Man is a saga woven with threads of unyielding resolve, constant warfare, and a grim, enduring spirit. It stands as a monolith of human determination, a beacon in a universe mired in darkness and chaos. The Imperium, however, is more than a mere collection of planets and armies. It is an idea, a symbol of humanity's enduring will to survive against all odds. The fabric of the Imperium is woven with the unbreakable thread of the Emperor's will. Though confined to the Golden Throne, his presence permeates every corner of the Empire. His divine decree shapes the lives of billions, influencing everything from the highest echelons of the Adeptus Terra to the lowliest hive city denizen. The Emperor, a figure of myth and reverence, serves as both a unifying force and a reminder of what humanity stands to lose should it falter. The Imperium's narrative is also one of stark contrast, a juxtaposition of grandeur and decay. Amidst the resplendent glory of its victories, there lies the undercurrent of an empire in perpetual stasis, unwilling or unable to change. This dichotomy is evident in its vast armies, where the valor of the Adeptus Astartes stands in stark relief against the countless faceless masses of the Imperial Guard. It is a realm where heroism and sacrifice are as commonplace as they are necessary. As the galaxy teems with hostile alien races and the insidious threat of chaos, the Imperium's stance is unyielding. Xenophobia and an unshakable belief in the Imperial creed fortify its people against the external horrors. This perpetual state of war molds the Imperium's culture, its people living and dying by the creed. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Yet for all its might and majesty, the Imperium is an empire teetering on the brink. The constant threats from within and without strain its ability to endure. Each victory is Pyrrhic, each advance paid for in blood and souls. As the saga continues, the Imperium stands as a dark mirror to our own aspirations and fears, a universe where the struggles of humanity are magnified to an epic scale.
Subscribe to the channel for more sci-fi content.